Good evening, maybe. Welcome in, everybody, to the Tuesday edition. Anybody that is new to Dubb, please put a one in the chat and your industry. That would be fantastic. Two if you're returning. Obviously, Bob, I know you're returning. We communicated this morning. Dan, welcome back. Dick, welcome back. Sean, welcome back. Stephanie, I believe you're returning as well. Your name looks familiar to me. Craig, I think you're returning as well. Art, I don't think I've seen your name before. So if anyone's new, please put a one in the chat and a two if you're returning. That would be helpful. Let's see. Let me just pop over to Art. Art, if you want to say hi, you can unmute yourself if you want to say hello. If not, you can just say hello in the chat. If you're multitasking, how you doing, Art?
I'm well, thank you. I'm a one, yes.
Good to meet you. What's your industry, Art?
Personal spiritual development programs. I've
Oh,
developed a field called energetic NLP that brings together NLP and energy work.
oh, interesting. Yeah, those are two really popular areas. That's interesting combining the two. What have you you said you're new to Dub. Did you get on subscribe? Did you get your account set up? You playing around with the trial? Where are you kind of at with the process?
No, I have a Dubb account. I just haven't been using it.
Oh, okay, got it. The gym membership. You got to go to the gym. Got it.
Exactly.
What's
Guilty as charged.
what's kind of the plan? Like what prospecting wise? Talk to me about like your how do you get your clients, like that kind of stuff.
Through uh, referrals, speaking engagements, summits,
Okay.
uh, ads,
Okay. And then through the
webinars, challenges,
okay.
these things.
Okay. Any like email cold outreach, LinkedIn cold outreach, or just kind of those areas there?
I'm just starting to do LinkedIn cold outreach. I haven't done my email list is all people who've signed up for some kind of freebie or something, but I'm
Got it.
I'm just looking at how to do cold outreach on LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely cover that. That's something that we normally we talk about in the trainings.
Oh, fantastic.
A lot of people use LinkedIn. LinkedIn's an interesting world because, when it was first starting, it was very much just conversations about things, more topical, where it became, like a lot of other things.
Right.
Your inbox can get just it's filled with just people reaching out to sell stuff. But that's what makes the world go around. But I think, your combination of those two things, the NLP and the energy part of it, that's interesting. And I would think from, I would imagine, did you go after kind of corporate clients that are in kind of that space that need that kind of stuff, or who are kind of the folks that are within your, your ICP?
Well, I work with like Fortune 100, Fortune 50 companies. I don't necessarily with them emphasize the energy work, though I'm using it with them. I'm
Yeah.
using NLP with them. I don't necessarily talk about it,
Yeah.
uh, depending on the client. But some of my clients are very aware, and then a lot of the people in my programs are coaches, consultants, therapists
Yeah.
of different kinds.
And then do you have any video testimonials from your clients?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Because the reason I ask is because with the Dub landing pages that was shown a little bit, it's nice to have those in the playlist to play after the videos that
Ah,
you're creating. That's something that's really good. The other thing that we talk about a lot is the hook.
mhm.
What is the reason I'm stopping? What does this video look like visually? Because cover that in a second, but the animated GIF is a big part of it. With someone saying
Hmm.
that repeating 3 seconds, what makes that engaging? What makes that informational from the standpoint of just another video? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, in fact, that's one of the things I'm curious about. It. So even just a 3 second GIF makes a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. It gives you like a little preview, especially when the rest of the inbox is just filled with text-based messages, you know?
Hmm.
So, and I'll cover that. When we do LinkedIn, there's a couple little styles you can do. But
Well,
thanks for coming in, Art. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, welcome back.
thanks.
That's awesome. And let's see. I think I saw Phil pop in. Suki popped in. Stephanie's been here. Let me see if anybody else. Craig. Don't know if I'm in the right call too. Yeah, no, you are Craig. I think, unless you're getting your account set up. Craig, let me see where you at. Craig. Did Craig leave? There's Craig Adams, but where did Craig Reynolds go? Like I'd see him here, but I don't see him anymore. Craig Adams. So people that just kind of came in as I was talking, if you are new to Dub, please put a one in the chat. If you're returning, put a two. That's always helpful. And if you want to put your industry in there, that's fantastic as well. There's a couple of updates on things I'm going to show everyone today. But if you have anything specific, throw that in the chat. Like, hey, would love to see this or would love to see that. Because I'm going to kind of hit on some of the basics. And we had an update to the mobile app, which I'm gonna dive into in a little bit. But again, if you just want to throw your industry in there, I can kind of circle back and hit on some specific things as we kind of make our way along. Now, just as a reminder, everybody else that's in here pretty consistently knows this, but these trainings are always on YouTube support after. So I just put the link in the chat. So it typically takes a couple hours, then it's going to be out there. It's going to be on YouTube support. And what people typically do is go back to the part that they want to see that covers the area, and they can kind of learn from that perspective. Also, if anybody and I talked with Bob this morning. He had sent over an email for some feedback on a video, which is something we really like. And we've had a number of people do that now, and it's good to do that just so you can get another take on your video. So if you want to record something and you want some feedback, I just put the email in there. It's feedback@Dubb, and then when you see that there, you'll be able to get some feedback from the team. So that's something that it's pretty important. Sometimes you can just make those adjustments. So let's start off with this. So let me show everyone this, and then we'll kind of move our way around a little bit to a couple topics that we're going to cover. But this one right here, and this is something I was mentioning to Art at the top, you really want to make sure that your animated GIF is relaying some kind of message or hint to the person that's receiving it. Because even if you record a video and you're smiling and waving, that's still awesome. I mean, it's still way above, and some people don't even send videos. So if you're smiling and waving, that's great. That's inviting. Smiling is the most non-technical thing you can do. But you want to add just a little bit more to it, if you can. This example here is just using the Dubb mobile app, whiteboard function on there. Type a message, type your hook on there, your question or your statement that makes sense for that either cold prospect or warm referral or whatever that is, or following up with someone or to a group of people. It doesn't have to just be one to one. It can be one to many. What's that phrase or question or statement that entire group is going to relate to? And then all I'm doing is just bringing it into frame. You don't have to bring it into frame. You could hold the phone and just already have it there, but just have it a little bit closer, kind of like this. But always show your face, though. I wouldn't cover it like this. I would have it in there like that. That way, there's some movement, and they can read it. It's a little tougher to read if it's too far away. So think about the movement, what the hook is, and what visually you're showing. Now, this is recorded with the webcam inside of Dubb. You can do from the same webcam a virtual background behind you. So you can grab someone's profile like you see here, a screenshot of someone's website, a screenshot of just a doc that you have. Maybe there's something they've done, some action that they've taken. Maybe you're on a certain part of their website, which is part of your business and services that you want to point out. Have a little point over your shoulder physically with your finger like this as you're kind of smiling, pointing to something. Or you can do a combination of both of these things, where I could have Sarah's profile pulled up and I could have my phone asking a question for Sarah and holding it up like that. So I could do a combination of both because they're both recorded from the same area. So if you were looking to create this, all you would do is come inside the Dubb platform, click on the red camera icon at the top. That opens up your webcam. And to get your virtual background behind you, just go below, select virtual background. We have some stock ones here, but I always think why not make it as meaningful as you can? And I would upload the screenshots in here that we just talked about. And then you go to library, the screenshots are created, select the one that you want, and then it would put it behind you just like this. I would just make sure you have some good front light, whether it's natural light or a ring light. I would keep all your arm movements within your shoulder range because if you go out here, you're gonna go into the soup and they'll be gone. So I would go right into here. Like we talked about before, you can do a combination of both. So this is with you pointing at something in the screenshot behind you. You can do that. Or if you want to, you can do the app with the whiteboard or do both. So if I wanted to do the whiteboard on the mobile app phone, get the Dubb mobile app. And then when you have the Dubb mobile app, the button for the whiteboard with the typing that you saw earlier is right here at the top, that little square right there. And the square with the person, you type it there, and that's where you can type. And then all I did before was type this out. Check out this. Sorry, it's taking me a bit to type here. There we go. Okay. So I could type something like this, check out this listing, right? And then I could also below go to my virtual background, select the neighborhood right there because they check out this about the neighborhood or something like that. Or if I wanted to do the actual property, I could grab a property here, select it, and then there we go, just like this. But it could be anything. Again, the website, the profile, you could do a combination of both of these things as you're getting ready to talk about it. And then again, that will give some hint and it will give some context to what's happening. This recorder here also has a little zoom down at the bottom. So if you do want to reframe yourself, you can kind of zoom it in a little bit or back it up. And then you also can use a teleprompter across all the recordings. So I can select in here. I can go right to scripting to create a script. I also can select a script from scrolling in here, or I can search for a script by title that I have saved within the platform. And then it will show up like this. This is going to be your speed right here. You can adjust it up or down. Your play button will give you the speed. See if you like that. It's a little fast. And adjust it back down. And then you can back the text off or you can zoom it in and you can reverse back to the top. Boom, shoots it right back up to the top to restart if you want to do that. So when you're getting ready to record, this is kind of like what the what this would look like here. So if I had my message here, I'll just put, "Hi, John." Do a little wave like that. Got it here. And then I'm going to hit record. And then you're going to notice a 3, 2, 1 countdown. It will be like this. Hi, John. This is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop, click it again, keep going if I want to take a break. And then I can click the delete button right here. And then you can click the save button, which is the check mark right over here to the right, which is right here, right there. So if I select that here, that's going to save it into the Dubb platform. When it does get saved into Dubb, any video that you save into the platform is going to take you to the video edit page inside of Dubb. Now, when it lands in the video edit page inside of here, this is where you have some options. I'm just going to choose a different video just because that one is still transcoding. So I'm going to grab this one right here. So what you can do is when you're inside here on the video edit page, you can change the title up here at the top if you want to do that. You can also download the MP4. Every video you save into Dubb has an MP4 version you can download. You also can go to the drop-down menu and change the preset landing pages. This is what happens when someone clicks on a video. They land on a landing page with all kinds of options. We're going to cover that in a second, but you can change it to different ones you have created. You also can click the QR code. So if you are at those events, you are open house, or you're doing any kind of physical mailing, every Dubb video has a QR code that someone can click on and see your videos. So just you can do something fun and creative like that, like, "Hey, nice meeting you at the event," or, "Hey, thanks for pulling me out of your mail stack." Now here you also have some good stuff down here. So we have a digital coach called Kyra, an AI coach. It's going to give you feedback. You click generate, and it's going to give you a video summary. It's going to give you content feedback right here, and it's also going to give you visual feedback right down here. And it'll give you some delivery analysis on words and everything. So I said blah on this, repeating those, no filler words found. But it's a short video, it's only 5 seconds. But if you want a non-biased opinion on your videos, like, click generate, it's going to give you some basic feedback on that. Now, we also have tracking. So there's no activity on this video just because we didn't send it anywhere. But if we did, we could really drill down on what's happening. Is someone clicking on the buttons? Are they watching the video? If they did, what's the percentage? All that good stuff you can get very specific on. You also have an editing tab here. For I select editing, I can come down here. I can play the video. "Hey, this is Rob." Or I can drag my timeline right down here. So I can drag it here. So if I want to cut something out, I can just bring it to my first cut point, select my scissors. That splits it into two pieces like this. And then just drag it to a second cut point. Where do I want my second one to be? Let's just say it's right there. Scissors. Now I've got three pieces. This little one is the one I want to get rid of. So just click it here. It's highlighted in orange. Delete, and it's gone. And if I want to bring it back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to the original. And then you can just cancel. Now, the design tab also will give you an option to choose a different part of the video for the 3-second animated GIF in the beginning. So if there is another visually interesting part that you want to use, you can just slide it to the one that you like. And maybe I'm doing this here. It looks like I'm complaining about something. But I could click generate thumbnail, and that will be the first 3 seconds that will show. Or you could upload your own thumbnail. So you do have some creative choices there in terms of what that GIF looks like. Now, as far as the styles that you're looking at here, that was the one we just looked at. This one, and we looked at this one, or a combination of both. But you also can do a style like this. This is with the Dubb desktop app. This is a screen recorder that goes on top of anything. It can go on top of a browser, it can go on top of a document, a video, anything that you want, this can go on top of. And it has some neat functionality in terms of cropping and other things that you can do. So if we look at the desktop app, all you would do is Google Dubb desktop app. So, and then when you get the desktop app, you're going to go up here, you're going to click the D up here, which is the top, or it can be at the bottom if you're on PC. And then you have some actions you can take right here. You can also select the view quick menu, and that will bring up another menu right here. So it does a number of things, as you can see. But if we click record screen, what would this look like? So I'm going to open up here. Let me reopen my camera so you can see what this looks like. So this is a screen recorder. So when I open this up, it puts you on the screen. And again, you can be on top of a video, a website, anything on your computer screen, you can be on top of. And you've got some functionality here. You can change your shape into different sizes, whatever the feel of the page is like. If it's more angular, circular, change it in terms of the shape to what will match best. You also can grab the sides here and manipulate the sides a little bit like this, up and down. And I can zoom myself in for a tighter frame. I also can back myself up and I can physically move myself around inside the bubble here if I want to do that. I also have the ability to jump to full screen and come back to the page at the same time. Now, down here, you're going to notice there's an annotation tool you can use. So the annotations do a number of things. It can do arrows, it can do text on screen, you can do numbering, you can do drawing on the screen. If you do the pencil here, you can draw whatever you want on there. And then the annotations, you just delete them when you're done and you can move on. There's also a teleprompter, like we just saw on the webcam. You have a teleprompter here as well. This one's a little bit different. You can physically move this one around. And if I select in here to find my script like I did before, I can just choose the one I want. This one has a different option. So this one has voice recognition. So you notice this is going to say auto track right over here. It says auto track. Auto track means when I hit record, the script is going to move at my pace when I'm reading it. So it's not a scroll speed. It's going to go at my pace with the words that I'm doing. So it's pretty neat if you want to do that. If you like the scroll speed instead, like we just saw before this, just click that button, turns it off, and now you can just select your speed up or down like I'm doing right now. Hit the play button, see if you like it, and then you can just go with that speed. So you have some options here on the desktop app teleprompter, which are pretty neat. Now, in terms of recording, down over here at the bottom, you're going to see this red square right here. And this red square is an indication that if I hit record, it's going to get my entire desktop screen. If I get rid of this red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices. And this is all about framing, and I'm on custom right now. So I can put this on top of anything that I want, and I can crop around anything that I want. So this works really good if you're going to walk through a document with someone. You can just frame around the document, a listing agreement, or the contract, and just get it exactly how you want it. Maybe there's a certain part of a website that you only want to get that certain part. Maybe there's a part of a LinkedIn profile or an article that you just want to show that part. This enables you to get very specific. You also can choose down here, you can go landscape if you want to go for if you maybe have a YouTube channel, that's the proper orientation. Or you can go 9 by 16 and you can do a social media video in the right format right from your desktop. So all you have to do is just take this and put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of, or you can crunch your internet browser or your document, whatever you want, and then you're able to make these videos right from here. I did a couple LinkedIn posts for social posts that were done just like this in this format. You can even have ChatGPT create an image for you, and then you can go on top of it, and you can tell Chat put it in the portrait format, and it will do that for you. Now, as far as recording, this is what this would be like. So when I hit record here, I'm going to get a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I am recording just like this. Now I can pause and resume this recording, but when I click my check mark here, it's not going to save it into Dubb. So like we saw with the webcam, when I click the check mark, it saved the video into the platform. And that's normally the case with Dubb. But with the desktop app, when I click the check mark here, it's going to say, hey, you just recorded a clip. Now the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into the platform. The cool thing about clip recording is it gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer. So like I just mentioned before, any video that you save into Dubb has an MP4 version you can download. So you can download that video and then make it part of the story here. You also have the ability to delete or download each individual clip here separately if you want to. Like if I was doing a video where I had, oh man, I've done it before where I had like a ton of clips. I would kind of download the clips just in case if I was doing a really long video and I didn't want to lose them. Now, I just recorded a screen recording clip. So what if I want to go back and do another clip in the same style that I just did? Down to the bottom left, you have choices down here, these little icons. So the one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's just what I just did. So I want to go back there and do the same thing. So I'm going to select that button. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I'm going to hit record, and now I'm just recording a second clip in the same style and format that I just recorded the first one with. Again, I can pause and resume. I'm going to click the check mark, and there's the second clip. And again, these can be moved around. You can change the order for whatever you want to do for the clips. Now you also have down here a webcam option. So if I select that button, now the next clip is going to be in the format of a webcam style video. So maybe this is going to be you talking about a certain point. You really want to hammer home a point. Maybe you're going to, this is the end of the video, could be the beginning, but it visually is going to look different. I'm going to select the check mark, and there's the other video. And again, we can move it around. The last option you have down here is pretty neat. This is called Dubb Narrator. I like to use this a lot for our YouTube stuff where you can play a pre-recorded video on top of anything. So like we saw before in the first clip when I was in the bubble, when I was in this clip, I'm in the bubble, but I'm doing it live. I hit record and I'm recording live and talking at the same time. With Dubb Narrator, you can pre-record a video and then take that video and put it in a bubble and put it on top of anything. So you don't have to multitask. So what I can do is I can select narrator video. It's going to take me to my video library. And let's just pretend that this video right here, let me grab this one. This video, let's pretend this one is the pre-recorded video I want to use. So now I just pull up the document, website, whatever it is, I'm on it, and I'm going to put myself, where do I want to put myself? I'm going to hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I want to send you this quick video about signing up. As you can see behind me, blah, 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 blah. You can pause and resume and then click the check mark, and then you're able to do that as well. So there's a lot of options when it comes to the different ways you can record with the desktop app. Now, when I'm done and I'm ready to combine all these clips into that one video, all I need to do is select the edit button to the bottom right. It's going to merge everything together. And once they're merged, I even have a little editing option right here inside the desktop app before I even save it into Dubb. So inside here, I can hit the play button. I am recording. And I can drag my timeline like we did before, just like we did before. We drag our timeline, scissors, drag it again to the second cut point, scissors, and then you just select the one you want, delete, and it's gone. And if you do want to bring it back, just like inside the platform, undo, 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 and everything is right back to the beginning. This does have a little button in here called Smart Cut. So if you select Smart Cut, it will get rid of the silences if you want a tighter cut of the video. And the silences are just the pink areas right inside here. And then you can even download the MP4 right here. If it was a super long video, I would download the MP4 first, just in case there was some issue with the upload. But if it's a shorter one, it's fine. Just click upload and it'll save it into the platform, or you can do both. It's totally up to you. Now, another style of recording that's really, really good is this one right here. This one, oops, right here, this one. Where'd it go? This one. This is another screen recorder. This is the Chrome extension. So we just saw with the desktop app screen recorder. This is a different kind of screen recorder. So this is going to be browser based. So any website you want to share, like if it's a market update or if I want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a nice way to do this. So what you would do is you would Google Dubb Chrome extension. You would pin it right up here at the top when you're logged in. When you select this, it's going to open up. You have a webcam option right here. This is right over here. It says camera to the right. This would be webcam. I usually select tab when I'm using this because tab is a nice clean cut of the web page that you're on. It's not going to show any of the tab mess that I have at the top. If I do click screen, it will get my entire computer screen. I would only do that if I wanted to jump around to different tabs and show some different things. But tab is typically the option I choose right over here. Now, the functionality with the bubble and the shape and the size, all similar to the desktop app that you just saw, just in different places, these little icons. drag the edge here to make it bigger. But when you're thinking about LinkedIn, you don't want to go too big because you don't want to cover their profile. Or if you're on a website, you don't want to cover all the information. And again, shape matters in terms of the feel of the page. I'm going to stay a circle because Ruben's in a circle. I'm just going to adjust it a little bit like that. And I'm going to put myself right next to him like this. Now, the Chrome extension also has annotations that you can use. The Chrome extension also has a teleprompter that you can use, and it also has a pause and resume, and all the other kind of functionality that we saw. The big difference is it's not a clip recorder. The Chrome extension, you hit record once, it's one video you pause and resume. The desktop app that you just saw records in clips. Also, the Chrome extension here is beholden to the browser, whereas the desktop app can go on top of anything. So this is really nice. Chrome's nice because when you click Chrome, you click it here, it opens up nice and quick, you're ready to record right away. So if I wanted to record something like this, I would click Start Recording, I would choose my tab, I would click Share, and now I would begin like this. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I saw your profile here on LinkedIn, and I was really excited to talk to you because I noticed something within your profile that we actually have a lot in common. That's why I'm sending you this video. So what I did was my little point, my little interesting 3-second GIF that I wanted to do, and then I jumped to full screen to talk directly to Ruben. Jumping to full screen, you can either hover your mouse over the circle and double click, that will bring you right here. Double click and bring you back to the page. You also can select down at the bottom the little webcam expand button. Webcam here, click the button again to go back. But when you jump to full screen, it breaks the visual medium that you're in that shot, and all of a sudden you're right there in front of them. It's a nice kind of little effect to use when you want to make a point about something. You also can scroll around and move. You can hit your pause button. If you want to hit the pause down here, you're like, you know what? Let me gather my thoughts. Let me get myself set up. Where am I moving next? And then you can click resume down at the bottom to keep going. Now, the annotations with the Chrome extension, you can use these and they're just like with the desktop. The only difference is they don't stay sticky. So you can use the Chrome extension with this, and they're not going to stay sticky where they are. So if I use the annotations, it's really nice because I can record something, point stuff out, and they're not going to follow me down the page. But the style of these things, like when you record something on here for Ruben on LinkedIn, if I wanted to share this with Ruben after I'm done recording it, I would just want to make sure that I'm connected to Ruben first on LinkedIn. Seems like most people connect, but once you are connected, just click message. And then there are some different styles you can do. This one right here is the one we just showed. This one. This is what Ruben would see. Now, if we decided to use the desktop app to do this, see how I'm more zoomed in on Ruben? I'm cropped in closer. This one, see how it's just the full tab? That's a difference right there in the cropping that you get with the desktop app. I could technically make my bubble bigger and use the phone like I'm doing right here in the Chrome. I can do that. But with the desktop app, you can get closer like this. Now, you also can do a mobile picture in picture. This is on the Dubb mobile app, which I'm going to show you in a second. But this is where you can do something picture in picture. I'm holding my phone and I'm zooming in on my computer with my phone. But again, it does the same kind of effect where I'm on the screen with showing what's in front of me. So these are three different creative ways that you can reach out on LinkedIn that people are not used to seeing, which is really neat. Now, this picture in picture one, this is like this right here. This one right here. And a lot of it's used for property walkthroughs. A lot of real estate folks like picture in picture because it uses both cameras on the phone. But as you can see, it's not just for that. You can use it for anything that you want to show what's in front of you. It's really neat. So the mobile app itself has had a couple updates here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. If you have used the mobile app, it's a lot of fun. It's neat recording with the mobile app. We just added just a couple of changes. Excuse me. So when you have the mobile app here, here is your video library right in here. So if you wanted to share one of your videos with the mobile app, you can just go in here, select the video you want. You can click the share button here. You can copy for email or copy for SMS. If it's copy for email, just click that there, and then you go into your email client, open it up here, and you just drop it in, and they'll be able to see the animated GIF just like that. And then you would copy it for the text message, copy for SMS, and then you would drop it into your text. You also can share with socials up at the top. Now, as far as the AI writer, we have this in the dashboard and we have it on the mobile app. So the little brain icon to the bottom left of the blue camera at the bottom, little gray brain, click that there. You have an AI writing assistant right in here where you can create a script if you want to be able to do that. Now to record, you're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom. That's going to open up your camera. And normally it's on 1 minute when you first start this right here. But I always slide mine to 10 just so I'm not cut off because you do have specific times that you can do down here at the bottom. You can choose this right here. This can go on or off. This is, I believe, the little flash button there. And to record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom. And now you're going to notice a timer here, timer here. We have a pause button where you can pause the clip. So I can stop right here and then click it again to resume, and I'm still recording. And then I would just tap the circle to stop the recording there. Once it's stopped, there is the clip that I've just recorded. So the mobile app, just like the desktop app, is a clip recorder. And the clip has been automatically downloaded on my phone, so I have it. Now, if I select the clip, if I tap it, I have a bunch of options. So this looks a little different than before. It's just bigger text. We added just a little more color to it as well. I can play the clip. I can edit it left or right. I can rotate it left or right. I can edit, trim, remove the audio. I can download or delete. If I select the edit part,
Bottom.
that's going to
And
bring
now,
me over here where I can add text on the screen. If I click
okay.
text here,
And now
I
you're
can
going to
do
notice a
text on the
timer here.
screen. I also can do music. We have a full library of music that you can choose from that's license free. You can adjust the levels up or down. And then you also can do a voiceover over this clip and you can speed up the action, all from within each clip that you've recorded. Now I'm going to click record one more time to record another clip. So we have multiples in here. There's my second clip, and I can physically move these around. I can take my finger, hold one, and slide it, just like that. Now, icons over here to the right. You're going to notice this little eye icon, this little tooltip we've added. This is new. So when you tap this, it's going to remind you, hey, this is what all these things are right here, right? This is to flip your camera. This is video resolutions, HD, SD. This is timer. This is video stabilization, teleprompter, importing videos from your phone, screen recording where you record physically what's on your screen, filters, black and white, different colors that we have, picture in picture, the one I just showed before. Picture uses both cameras on the phone and virtual background. So when you tap that, you're given that list right here, and all you have to do is tap it again, and that list is gone. Now, for the countdown, if you don't have a countdown timer on, these are useful to have. I always have mine on 3 seconds. So when I hit record, I'm ready to go and action, as they say. And then you're ready to do your thing. And then over here, this is where the video stabilization one, we just added this. So if you're doing a property walkthrough and it's doing one of these, or you're just trying to film and you want it to be more of a gimbal type movement when you're moving and it's nice and smooth, or you don't want to move as much, you can select this icon right here and you can choose low, medium, or high, and that will stabilize the video. You also can use a teleprompter. This one right here is really good. So you can select this one here, come in here and find the video that you want, and then you'll have this here. Now, the reason these X's are here, okay, up here at the top, is because if I wanted to record something landscape for YouTube, I would have to turn my phone. And when I turn my phone, the reason I type the X's there is because the camera is right here. It's not at the top, it's right here. So I want my eyes to be looking right here. And it looks like I'm looking at the camera. If I didn't have these X's here, my eyes would be above the camera and it would be obvious I'd be looking past it. So that's why you add the X's if you're going to record landscape. If I wasn't going to do that, I would get rid of the X's. So what I would do is I would click the edit button right here. And when I click the edit button, I can tap in here and I'll just come in here and I would just get rid of the X's. Delete, delete, delete. Click the check mark at the top so you can make real-time editing with these scripts. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the speed. So when you open up the teleprompter, it's going to open to auto scroll like this. It'll have the speed. And then I'm going to select the speed that I want. I'm going to hit the play button, see if I like the speed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record, and then it will start to go at that speed that it's selected. Looks like it's not doing that right here. It might be a little bug. Let me try to reopen it again. Let's see, record. And then I have it on the 5 speed. So typically the faster ones are better. It's not moving right now. Anyway, normally what would happen is you can physically move it with your finger if you had to, if something was wrong, like there was a bug. But you can choose the speed for what you want for auto scroll. Now, if your eyes are not staying at the top, especially if you're going portrait and they're kind of hovering down here waiting for the words, I would increase the speed, or I would use these guardrails and slide these up. And that way your eyes are staying where they should be by the camera. They're not down here. Now, if you want to do voice recognition, like you saw with the desktop app, you would select the gear icon here. You would go to auto track, and then it would be hitting record. And then I would just read the script like this. Sales today isn't about cold calls or endless email blasts. It's about clarity, connection, and consistency. So as you can see, it was highlighting the words as I was going. So it's just a choice of auto track or auto scroll, whatever one you like. And then just close it to the top right. Now, if you have a video that you've recorded on your phone outside of the app and you want to drop it down in here, select this folder button here. It'll go to your photo video area on your phone, select the video that you want, say, do you want to add clips? Yes. And we'll drop it right down in here. If you want to physically record your screen, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, it's this button that will go here. You can do black and white, skin smoothing, whatever you would like there. The picture-in-picture function, right down here, it's kind of hidden there, but it's right there. If you select that there, that's when you're going to be able to use two cameras on your phone. See how it's using the one facing me and the one ahead. So this is how you would record it. You can move around, zoom in, you can background pinch the background to bring it in closer, and then you've got some nice clips right there. Now you also have down at the bottom virtual background down at the bottom. So it's the last one down here, and you can add in any ones you want from your video, from your photo library, whatever you want. Looks like I'm in Italy, or I'm outside the Colosseum apparently. And then you can clear the virtual background at the bottom. And then when you're done recording, you're going to merge all these clips together. So all you're going to do is select the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge all of our clips together. And once they're merged, you're going to have the ability
Your
to
time to record.
upload the video into the platform. And it's also been downloaded automatically on your phone, the finished video. So you've got it if you need it. So these are really different visual ways to record and reach out to people, then that's really what it's about. What does your GIF look like? Ask yourself, how's my GIF, right? And then you want to be able to have that hook as well. But when they do get your video, though, you just want to make sure that their experience is going to be one that is going to be not only informative, where they learn something, but it's also going to make sense functionally for when they're on the page. So when someone gets a dub video, and they see the animated GIF and they click on it, what happens to them when they're on the preset landing pages? You got to make sure you have your logo, a playlist of videos that's going to play after. This is what we were talking about before. So the initial videos that you make for these prospects or warm or cold, whatever it is, you want to focus on them, their challenge. What's the thing they're going to learn? It's less about you and more about what the situation is, the value that you're bringing. Make those videos quick, 40 seconds or less, get right to the point. And then what you can do is record a video one time about you and your product and your services, 2 minutes or less. I wouldn't go longer than that. And that's in the playlist here, like you can see here. And it will always play right after. It's kind of like a seamless jump to the next video. That way you don't have to repeat yourself and you can really focus on the person or the group that you're reaching out to. If you do have video testimonials, this is an awesome place to have them right here. Down below the video, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do when they're done consuming the content? Do you want them to click on a time to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to download a document, a guide, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to fill out a form? There's a number of choices. Do you want them to check out a case study below? That's always a good one. Now, if you don't have these video testimonials, use the reply with video button right down here to get them. So you could send someone, a nice heartfelt video. Hey, thank you so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do, it's not complicated. It's just click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. And let us know, what have you enjoyed about the platform? And then they send this video back to you. Inside your video library, it says you've got a video reply, and then you just make it part of your playlist. This is the loop that you want, kind of right within here, the experience. The last part over here to the right is SIA, the Sales Interactive Assistant. So if you haven't had this set up yet, you don't have to have it on the page. It's a button inside of Dubb if you don't want it on there. But we've gotten good feedback from it since we've had it in here, where you send someone a video, maybe they're a little hesitant about taking the next step and they have questions like, we all do. You can have up to 20 FAQs over here to the right. You can type in a question to the AI. The AI will give the answer and then push for whatever your desired major number one outcome is. So if it's to book a time in your calendar, it's going to give the answer and say, okay, are you ready to book a time with Rob? So it will keep the momentum going. It won't just kind of clog it up with an answer, but then won't remind you of what the whole point is for you to being on this page. And that's something that is really important. Now, SIA is educated inside of Dubb with resource website links. So individual web pages that you can educate SIA on. SIA will learn physically what's in text on those pages. And then you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or both, one or the other, or both. So as you can see here, it gave the answer here, and then it pushes for the desired outcome down here at the bottom. Now, these pages in general, these preset landing pages, you want to make sure that you have a page that speaks directly to your audience, the part of your audience. So if I was in real estate and dealt with buyers and sellers, I would definitely want a page for buyers and definitely want a page for sellers. The same thing about recruiting, dealing with employees and candidates. Same thing with insurance, different kinds of insurance clients. Same thing with mortgages, whether it's, FHA or veteran loans or first-time loans or coaching and consulting, different industries. So there's always a split within your audience. You just want to make sure that you have these pages set up so it feels like you're speaking directly to them, which is a big part of this. Now, the other thing is here in the dashboard, when you're in here, if you don't know about our partner program, it's right here. It's called Be a Partner. All you have to do is click Apply Now. It creates this little referral link right here that you would share. And we tell everyone, if you know four, like if you're on the pro plan, and you get four, I think it's four is a good number, but maybe 4 or 5. If you know four professional contacts that could use Dubb, send them in here to this training and then we'll take it from here. And that way you can get a 30% recurring commission because I think you get four people. I'm sure it probably covers your Dubb account. So if you do know four people within your professional network that you enjoy using Dubb, just have them come in. And we do our presentation here. We'll follow up with them. And next thing you know, you got a free account. So we can end up paying you, which I think would be pretty cool. And we do that with a number of Dubb folks. Okay, so let me see. Ina, do we have anything? How's the chat looking? Hi, Ina. Hello. Let's see. Craig. Ina, did you see Craig's question about the import? Craig, let's see. Let me pop over here to you. Hey, Craig, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, how are you, Craig? Let's see. I imported contacts from several sources. Is there a good way to edit, sort a large group in a shorter time? I think it would be with tags, Ina, right? I believe.
Yeah, tags would be the thing.
Yeah, I think tags is probably the most efficient way. I believe at this point. I think. Yeah. What kind of videos are you recording, Craig?
Um, I've been testing all different kinds of videos. I did an interesting one the other day that was I just learned something today about the 3 seconds with the GIF.
Yeah.
And I should have it was a lost opportunity, but you're right. If you can create a hook, which isn't hard to do, but some kind of hook. In this case, I was given a box of eggs by a very prominent politician. It's funny, but it's like I had the box of eggs. I should have included that in my GIF, and I didn't. And
Yeah, that's
so,
great. That's
yeah.
great. Good opportunity right there. Hey, well, listen, maybe you could recycle the eggs into something else that has
Oh,
good.
you never know. But I think it's just being aware is half the battle, right? Because
Yeah.
we go in with a strategy. And then as far as the CRM, the tags, I was just trying to figure out if there's just a quicker way to just do an ABC kind of
Yeah.
filter because I've got a lot of contacts and they're not all going to be people that I want to
Yeah.
follow up with specifically.
I think that is the quickest way, but I'll confer with Ina and then the team and then we'll shoot you a message on that, Craig. But I think that's probably the best way, I believe.
Is there any specific training for tabs?
Yeah, we have not for the well for the not it's mentioned in the training. So the training one would be the I think it's actually in the CRM part. Let me just check really quick. I think it's in context. It has to do with context. So let me pull up, let me grab this right here and I'll send this to you. Because it talks about all the ads. Like when you have contacts in there, it talks about the CRM. So I know it hits on aspects of that. So let me do this. Let me search for about contacts CRM, and then I'll send you this. Let's see.
Thanks for addressing it. It's a
Yeah.
bit off topic, given the fact that this
No,
is our
no, it's
video.
cool. No, it's cool.
Um,
Grab
but
this.
yeah, it's been good. I want to use I definitely have had a learning curve. There's just so much to learn.
How long have you been
On
using
this.
Dub now for?
It's about 2 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
all
so
right.
I'm
So you're kind
relatively
of
new.
newish. Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's no, that's awesome. Let me do this. Okay, this one's how to manage. I'm going to send you just a couple of these because Darius did these articles and videos. So I'm going to put this one in the chat. All right, here we go. All right, I just dropped it in the chat there. That was an article and videos that Darius did down there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Wait, thanks for coming in, Craig.
Oh, it's no, it's good. I always learn something. Oh, I do have one other question
Yeah,
also.
yeah, we got.
Um, there's a transcription. So when you make videos, I have the transcription turned on,
Yeah,
which is actually great because people can read that as they're going through the video.
yeah,
But it's not, the spelling's not accurate. Or, for example, it's like, I get to a point where I'm saying, okay, well, for more information, you can call this number or, send me an email.
yeah.
And then it's just the email address. It just doesn't pick it up properly. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but is there any way to train the AI to correct that, or is that just, maybe I just need to avoid that part
Mm,
of the presentation because
yeah.
there's the landing, page pops up later.
Yeah. Yeah, you could always reference in the description that that email address is within the signature line or within the other information because if it's not doing it right, then yeah, I don't think there's a way. There's no way to really correct that, right? I mean, other than unless it's put in there properly, unless it would reference it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, you can edit the SRT file. If you're using Mac, you can download it and then edit in the text edit. If you're using Windows, you can download it and then edit it using Notepad and then re-upload the SRT file. But yeah, to cut the process, yeah, we you just reference them in the description or in the maybe in the CTA you can have a call to action for the email
Mhm.
thing.
Okay.
A little bit more work on that, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, there's just so much, it's amazing how robust the system is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it really kind of simple and just not take on too much at one time.
Yeah. Well,
But
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, go ahead, Ian.
In the desktop app, there's a function there that you can directly edit the subtitle or the burn-in caption. So yeah, that's another option as well.
yeah, that's
Cool. Craig.
good.
Hey, listen, if you want feedback, we always say feedback at Dubb. You're making those videos.
Oh, that's a good idea. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. So
Yeah, I
just
dropped it in the chats. Feedback at Dubb. That's the email. So if you want to send them over, feel free.
yeah, that'd be good. Sometimes just it's good to get a second set of eyes on it, because
Yeah.
it's like it can avoid a lot of pain.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always good to get a second opinion, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
cool. Well, thanks for coming in, Craig. We appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Sweet. We'll be here. And then Art, I saw your question. If you miss a word in the teleprompter auto, will it move forward with you as you keep talking? Yes, because I've done that before. Now, if you miss like 3 or 4 words, I can't guarantee anything, but I have changed or ad-libbed something for a word or two and it still kept moving. So I think maybe if you read it really slow and you ended on that word and really paused, maybe it wouldn't. But if you're going at your normal cadence, I think you'll be good. Um, and
Thanks.
then let's see, is that answer your question, Art?
Yep. Thank
Yeah,
you.
cool.
Oh,
And then let's see, where is Phil? So can I record 30 seconds and provide to my marketing assistants for my 4 to 6 daily posts to use in the posts they create instead of using like my avatar for agent? Yes, the answer is yes. Phil, can you hear me okay? You can unmute if you want, Phil. If not,
Yes. Yeah, I hear
yeah.
you.
How are you, Phil?
Good on yourself.
Yeah, good. Yeah, no, you can just you can be the creator and they can be the poster. So all that stuff. Yeah.
And
Uh,
and then also too in that video, am I able to have my background, a blank like a green screen so they could slide it right in so it looks like it's done within that editing that they're doing?
what they could do, if you record on the webcam and it's already recorded, they wouldn't be able to do that. But what they could do is they could use Dubb Narrator. So if you had them in your Dubb account, you could record your video and then they could take it and put you in a bubble or put you in a little square, use the formatting on the Dubb desktop app for portrait. if you didn't record on your phone, and they could record it there, and then they could just pull up whatever screenshot they wanted and put you on the top of it. So that's technically your background, and then they would just put you on top, but they could use the desktop app to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just do you mention in the social post, like do you ever have a Dubb link below, takes them to like a Dubb page, like, hey, click the link in the pinned comment below if you want to learn more?
Right. We had that in our description. We had that going across on a banner in the bottom when we do the videos
Okay.
saying, text, 919 five
Okay.
five five one two one
Okay.
two for your free home buyer guide.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I think any kind of like thing where it stays at the top and someone's always able to get to it quick, that helps. That seemed to help with us with our stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else on your mind, Phil? We got you?
No, I mean, I've had Dubb, I don't know how many years, and I used it for a while, then I stopped, and then I keep seeing your emails come across. So let me get on a Zoom call. Here I am. So, I've been paying for probably 3 or 4 years. I haven't used it. So I need to get my butt.
Phil, you're hurting my ears.
I'm just,
Man,
that's how long I've been with you guys. So,
well, we appreciate you, but man, I'm gonna appreciate you more when you get in here and record. So let's go. That's awesome. Glad you're making the effort on it now. That's cool because it's. I think if you just recognize your use case, it really helps. Because the platform does so much. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming in terms of, oh my God, do I have to do this or what do I do here? Just whatever that one style is and that one goal is. I think that's a good nail to hammer. For a while.
just finding time. I do two 14-minute videos a week for YouTube,
Yeah.
long form, and I do probably, more than six, probably
Yeah.
6 to 10,
Yeah.
posts a day, to
Mm.
YouTube, TikTok,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, Facebook, Reels. So we're out there doing it every day.
No, that's good. You're doing it. I mean, that's what you have to do. It's like a prerequisite now for a lot of the how many touch points there are and what people are seeing because people are usually on their phones and they're usually scrolling through social media, you know?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of a way to use Dubb instead of always using HeyGen. So with HeyGen, I hate to say it's easy. Just
Yeah.
type the script and my avatars I have are there. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to compare HeyGen versus Dubb, see where I'm getting more clicks on. That's what my thought is.
Well, I think, AI is constantly moving forward, but I think there is a little bit of a movement towards people craving the human part of it too. Like where
Right.
you can tell it's not human, it's immediate, almost disconnect sometimes. Like if you notice a glitch in something, like a glitch in the matrix, you're like, oh, I just noticed a glitch. That means it's not real. I thought it was real. And then people can get kind of turned off by that. So
Right.
yeah. Well, cool, Phil. Well, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we've got to go in just a few minutes, but I saw Craig, you had a question. Is there a way to attach a GIF into a text? Yeah, so you can do this right here. Let me show you this. You can go. So if you have on your mobile app and you have a video here, select the video, select the three dots below the video to the right. See the little pencil icon to the right, right below the video. There's a little
Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
tap that there, download GIF. It's the fourth one down, and then just drop that in the text.
Oh, okay. So you do that from the phone then.
Yeah, yep. Drop
Um,
your
uh,
phone and just open up your text message and then drop it in. Yep.
okay, cool.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yeah. And that's helpful because like if you're reaching out to people that aren't contacts, it's kind of a workaround so they can see an image because it'll just be a link. If it's not someone that you know or is in your contacts. If they do respond, then it would show up, even if you just send the link without the GIF, because they would have responded. But they need to respond, if you don't know them. So yeah.
yeah, those GIFs give me a photo or a GIF. I get much better response from that.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, a lot of people like visuals. They definitely do. Oh, that's cool. All right, let me jump over to Suki really quick. Hi, Rob. I'm having a challenge recording a long form video, 8 to 10 minutes with 10 to 15 slides, which I created in Canva. What is the easiest way to record that? Record that does not create lag in the video. Desktop or Chrome. I don't need to be speaking and recording myself. I can just have my pick and the different slides and switch to myself on webcam only for intro and outro. Okay, I see what you're saying. Stu, can you hear me okay? Let me just unmute you there. Hi.
Hi Rob, how are you?
Yeah, how you been?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I would say, with the desktop app, if you have sometimes there can be lag on the desktop app if you don't have the most updated program on your computer, or if you have a lot of tabs open, that can slow it. Um, if you are using the Chrome extension, you would just have to have, open it up in the browser, the slides. Um, and so it's not outside the browser, it's not on an app or anything. And then, yeah, you can totally do that. You could do it as like a playlist where you could record your opening, like you're talking about, and then you could just have in the playlist the second Chrome extension video where you're scrolling through. And then you could even, if you wanted to, um, you could even upload it with the mobile app. You could do a voiceover over it like that if you wanted to as well. But the latency sometimes can be because of the desktop app and not the Chrome though.
So if I'm just trying to like s- basically do a voiceover, I can just have my picture in the bubble and then I can play it over the slide. Can I do it like that?
Yeah, you can just have your turn your camera off and you can just have the headshot there, and then you can hit record and you can just talk your way through it and just do an audio. You don't even have to have, if you didn't want anything on there at all, you could just do an audio walkthrough. Just hit record and then just start talking and going
So
through it. Yeah.
like recording it on the mobile app and then that is automatically in the Dubb platform, the main desk, the main
Yes.
page.
Anything you record on your mobile app, if you save it into Dubb, it will be when you log onto your computer and you're on your desktop, it'll be there.
And then I can just add the slides and then play the video like a narrator.
Yeah, if you want to, it depends on how you want to do it. If you have the Canvas slide pulled up with Chrome extension, you could just have it pulled up within the browser. You open up the Chrome extension, pull up the little bubble, put your picture inside there instead of, being live. Hit record, and then you just talk and scroll through. And you,
Okay.
you can just do it just like that. If you just wanted to get like the visuals, like you just wanted to scroll through the thing and not say anything, right? You
Right.
could do that, and then you just save it into Dubb, and then you can use the mobile app. What you could do is just pull it up on the mobile app, and then use the voiceover function to watch the clip being played and say, and now you're going to see on slide number one. You can do that if you wanted to. I think the easiest way to do it is just pull it up with the Chrome, put your picture inside there, and just start talking your way through it while you're
Okay.
recording. But you could,
Yeah.
the desktop app's great using Dub Narrator. You could just pre-record the video and put it on top. But if you're having some latency issues with the desktop app, I would try to close the tabs, update your computer, and then see if that works first, because that could be easier for you.
I tried doing that, and somehow with the desktop, I was having that issue. So I'm going to try and play around with both the mobile app and the Chrome and see
Okay.
how that comes. Basically, I'm just trying to um, avoid like shooting on a green screen and then add the slides that I want, and a lot more editing. So trying to cut down my editing
Yeah.
of a video and just have my slides and just talk
Yeah.
over.
No, I get it. Yeah, yeah. I would give that a shot. If you're having some issues with it, support at Dub. Our feedback at Dub, send it over to us. We can look at it and we can give you some more direction on it. But I would start there and see
Okay.
what you can do.
I'll do that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Good to hear your voice, Suki. So everyone, unfortunately, we've got to go. I've got a minute to jump over to another room. But Ina, I'll send you the text questions that are left in there, and then everybody will reach out to you individually to get those taken care of. But thank you so much for coming in, everybody. It's always nice to have people in here, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Thanks, Ina. Bye, everybody.